The idealists say man is God's creation on the 6th day. To the contrary, theory of evolution starts in Mugahinga Mountains, Kisoro district in Uganda, and ranges to Congo and Rwanda. One would wish to admire the close relationship of man and primates in Mugahinga Mountain National Park. After coffee in Gwere Training Center. It's only here where you find man's latest evolution. Gwere Community Center, in collaboration with BMCT, has conserved historical and cultural society as evidence of man's origin to improve community livelihood. The Batwa survive in the forest by eating and using different plant species, as 4 Batwa guides tell us. Batwa father had 3 sons, Omutusi, Omuhutu, and Omutwa. He had a long journey, hence had to leave them with 3 cups full of milk. On return, the Mutus had empty cup. He gave him authority over cows, while the Mhutu, with half-full cup, was given authority over gardens. The Batwa, who didn't drink any milk, were handed bows and arrows to hunt. As we start the trail, they call on gods of water and botany. Botany, they look for big trees which they worship. As hunters, they need natural energizers to throw spears far, while they carry water in botanical jerrycans and cups. Suitors used perfumed plants to lay on bed, such that girls would be lured to stay in bed. The Sabino Mountain, shared by 3 countries, is one of the gods asked for safe journey in the forest. In the forest, aerial plants are Batwa bells. At the same time, are used as barter trade in Congo. When you reach their homestay, they are true Africans who welcome you by dancing for you and direct you where old man is for more blessings. As the old man sleeps in the hut, gentlemen go to hunt, and youthful boy will be alert up in the tree. Batwa invented how to make fire, to roast hunted meat, at the same time harvesting honey with the fire. Kings stayed in caves with large families and many servants. One would love to enter the cave to see where the king slept, the conference room, and also where they cook. However, socially, you live dead for the dead. Batwa cleansed themselves with herbs when they lost someone, and off they went. Come to Gwere Community Training Center and get to see such a wonderful train that you'll end by dancing with Batwa wives and children as you see where silver meets gold. The Batwa invented fire by rubbing 2 sticks to cause friction. The fire was used by Batwa for warmth during cold days and harvesting honey. Nevertheless, they needed to hunt. One would find someone pounding a red-hot metal on a stone with a hammer and wonder what is being done. In Kisoro district, Gisozi parish, Gishondori village, there is a free fitness center to enjoy while making something which you'd love to take for your antiquities. Wrapping bamboo sticks tied on the hide to give air through omuvumba is like being in a gym. The use of bamboo sticks is to help push the air in the muvumba as it collects more oxygen from space between it and the aircane. This aircane will push all the combined air into the charcoal, which will burn the unshaped metal red hot. The red hot metal will be hammered into shape using different hammers according to how weak it will be, while changing the shape. The Bahesi saw Batwa livelihood required to be enhanced. For this reason, they made spears and bows for hunting using the Batwa fire innovation. Gwere Enterprise Community Training Center wishes to improve African culture livelihood for future generations to know their origin as they practice what they used to do way back before colonialists.
In a systematic way, Rwedere Center was built. And as it is now, it's not attracting revenue. So the district local government, the Kisoro district local government, Uganda Wildlife Authority and the Greater Virunga Transboundary Collaboration asked BMCT to facilitate the process of making it a commercial entity. And we have already started this process. It's now being registered as a trust, and the name that has been registered is Ngahinga Community Initiative Trust. That was the first step. The second step is, together with all the stakeholders, we realized that we need to fundraise to make it operational. Because initially we talked to private sector people to come and invest there, but they were saying, invest what? Because the investment required is a lot. We need about 300 million to make it operational. So the private sector people were saying, if we are going to bring 300 million, it means we own the asset, we own everything there. And we realized that we needed to fundraise. And as we speak now, we are organizing 4 fundraising events. One, we are organizing a mountain gorilla trade fair, which will be in Kisoro. This trade fair, the revenue that will come from it will be to help in the construction of other activities on the center, like accommodation.
You know, gorillas are one of the unique animals in the world. Actually, they are only found. The mountain gorillas are only found in Kisoro and in Kisoro, in Ngahinga and Bwindi National Park, and therefore these are unique. So this is what we have decided to use as our unique product, and in that way we are conserving mountain gorillas, so that it is not only a benefit for today's generation but also for the future. So in order to keep these animals conserved, we have ensured that the entire world, including the people who are surrounding the national park, take the gorillas as their product that can help the future generation to live. And in that way we have trained them, and we have promoted awareness about conservation. And on top of creating awareness, we have initiated some tourism projects that can help in sustainability, including community livelihood projects, conservation projects, and also awareness projects.
The trade fair is going to be inclusive of all the economic activities that are taking place in Kisoro, including tourism, commerce, and agriculture, and the Juakaris, the ones who are making handicrafts and other things in relation to the economic activities in Kisoro. This trade fair, we are also inviting Uganda Wildlife Education Center to bring animals so that people can see the animals that are in the forest, those that are at work, and those that are not there will be having shows to show what wealth we have. The participants for this mountain gorilla biking will be regional to begin with. They will come from Rwanda, Uganda, and Congo. But also it will be an international event because we expect some tourists to participate in the biking. And this one is an event that we are promoting as an entry into sports tourism, and we hope Uganda Wildlife Authority will promote this event almost annually in part of their calendars. So we believe that with sports tourism coming on board, we hope we will generate more interest in conservation, more interest in community activities. There are 4 activities. We already have a trade fair and a mountain biking expedition challenge. Now we have 2 more activities. We are hoping to also organize a mountain gorilla aerobics marathon, which will be in 2 events: people running in a marathon, in a 10-kilometer race, and people doing aerobics marathon, which will be at Rugogo rugby ground. And after the marathon, both running marathon and aerobics marathon, we also are organizing a dinner that will be at Serena. These 2 events and the 3rd and 4th will be registered for participants to be on board. They will register both in Kampala and Kisoro and Kabare, where Windi Mugahinga Conservation Trust has head office. We will have centers that will be publicized, that will be promoted for participants to register. Those in diaspora and actually tourists that will be coming to Uganda at that time through their tour networks here will register online. I have registration online on 4 websites. The Mugahinga Community Initiative has a website, Windi Mugahinga Conservation Trust has a website, and we have already linked with Uganda Tourism Board and Uganda Wildlife Authority on their websites. So people will register on those websites online.
We are working very much with the Community Center and to show that we are really working together. We are presented by our sub-county chief. We have even members on the trust, and as I talk now, we have about 4. And my deputy has been involved in all the activities that concern the trust center, and is very much involved in
This center is meant to encourage the communities to conserve the environment. We want to call upon the communities of Mugahinga to support this facility because it is their own. Expect when it is completed that the communities will benefit from what we shall get as proceeds from this facility, and the proceeds will make their lives better than what they are right now.
We are also inviting corporates, the manufacturers in Kampala, and we are inviting them to come with their merchandise, because this merchandise is what is sold in Congo and Rwanda, and our neighbors in Rwanda and Congo are actually communities like the ones in Kisoro. They speak almost the same language, so we want them to also come and see what we are conserving for. And these communities will come and buy items from Kisoro. So we are inviting them to come to Kisoro to showcase what they have, and then we are also inviting, we are going to mobilize neighboring communities in Congo and Rwanda to also come and see what we have and what they can buy. And at this showground, at this trade fair, we expect a lot of interaction between conservationists, business communities, and manufacturers, such that we can now know that we all want a conserved world that will be there for generations to come. Although we are doing business, as businessmen, we need also to support conservation, we need also to support community livelihood, because without each other, we cannot live alone.
center was put such that the communities, with all their traditional dances, the skills of making crafts and what have you, they will come and they display it here, and then we link it to the tourists so that they would begin to earn a living from this enterprise center. When the communities benefit from a park or a protected area, that is where they will all jealously guard it.
Tours will be arranged for those who are interested, and they will go out and see what is there. The only thing that to go to the national park, you need to book, and we are approaching the peak period of tourism. So you may find that permits, especially for gorillas, may not be there, but those who want to go mountain hiking, those who want to go and do activities that are not restricted, they will be able to do it, and we will mobilize Uganda Wildlife Authority to show what they can be exposed to. Kisoro is endowed with great lakes. Those ones who would like to go swimming and canoeing will also be allowed to go and canoe, because canoes are there, or fishing.